Hey y'all, come join us on our RV trip to Virginia. Yep, the sun is up and the road is calling our name and Becky's driving today. Woohoo! Look out, Virginia, here we come. We are in Natural Bridge at Lexington, Virginia, and it's really quite lovely here. It's a sweet little KOA. They've got goats and chickens. They've got cabins and a swimming pool, and it's about 15 minutes from downtown Lexington, Virginia. And we went down there, and Lexington's this quaint little downtown, good food. This is just an overnight pop in and pop out, but if we're ever back this way again, we'll definitely stay here because it's pretty sweet. Ready to go into a tunnel, and what did it say? Big rigs?
Campers and trailers, keep in the right lane.
Campers and trailers, right lane. Ooh, little rough ride. Oh, here we go. We are going under water. It also warned us. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Randy, hold on. And we're at 14
feet, 6 inches high.
14 feet, 6 inches high.
And our RV is 13.6.
Coming up and out. That's crazy that we've been under the water. Oh my gosh, these roads they were great coming across the mountains. These suck. Earlier we went through some bridges. We went under some bridges and they were 13.10. Yeah, so that was a little tight. We slowed down and went, quite slow, hoping not to do too much jiggling and jogging. There was a malfunction in our directions and Randy had to do a U-turn. That's a first.
And it worked.
It did. He rocked it. Whoop, whoop. We've arrived. There we sit in our little row. So we are so remote. We drove forever and then we got to this campground and it has a lot of good stuff, especially if you've got kids. Oh my gosh. They have basketball and tennis and a swimming pool and pizza and ice cream. Yes, so we'll see. First impressions, you just never know. So you need to just live in it for a little bit before you decide. When you got a good man, some good food, a cigar on the beach right out your back door, you just can't beat it. We're on an intercoastal waterway, and we think it's called North Landing. And this RV park is called?
North Landing.
North Landing RV Park. That makes sense. Good morning. First Landing State Park is our destination today. We're headed to the Chesapeake Bay for a kayak tour. The little museum at the Visitor Center at First Landing State Park was quite good. Highly recommend. This is interesting. So these, let's see if I can see it, this row of little sticks, little fence line. At the end of those is a fishing net to capture fish. And yeah, so the restaurants come along here and they've got license to come and get the fish that get caught in the end of those fish nets. Interesting fact. There's also some great trails at the First Landing State Park. So we did the Bald Cypress Trail and we saw cypress knees. Well, it's been a long day and this girl is done. Stick a fork in her, and tomorrow is a new day. Today's exploration is historic Jamestown. Jamestown, Virginia, 1607, the first community. And that is the church behind us. And some of the excavations, they've left them open so you can see down in them. And I was just saying to Randy that, you know, 300, 400 years ago, those would have been ground level. They wouldn't have been underground. And so today to be looking down and seeing the brick fireplaces, fire ovens that they used underground, it's just fascinating to think that we're walking on the land that, you know, London brought their Virginia company here to settle and find gold and make a living and increase their land that they owned. And now today it's the United States. So I reckon there's two places to visit when you're coming to Jamestown, and this one is called the Jamestown Settlement, and it is a recreation of Jamestown. And within 5-minute drive from here is the original, and it's where they are excavating for Jamestown. And so we went to the other one. We came to this one for a Jiffy Miffy, but we decided we really liked the first one better. So it's called the Jamestown Visitor Center, and that's the original.
It's actually called the Historic Jamestown Visitor Center.
Spacious Skies Campgrounds. The mountains are on every side. Kind of sits in a little valley. And we got the Shenandoah, the Appalachian. Spacious Skies is located in Luray, Virginia. Today is another beautiful fall day, and we are headed to Shenandoah National Park. Heading out on the trails, we're going to do Little Stony Mountain via the Appalachian Trail. And it is a little crisp out today. So we're gonna put on a little extra gear, and yeah, it's like just 3.5, not even miles.
Me with my towel.
Yep. It's a little cold. Randy brought his towel to go around his neck and his ears. So we're coming out to the summit. Little Stony Man Summit.
Yep, redneck style.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Pretty awesome. My goodness. Virginia's a beautiful place. Second day for hiking. I'm by myself today. I've not hiked by myself, so I got my bear spray. Randy's on a ride today. He's doing I think it's the North Skyline Drive ride on his bike, and I'm gonna do the Mary's Trail, which is also part of the Appalachian Trail. And what we did yesterday was also part of the Appalachian. So I love that. I arrived. I made it 3 times. I thought I was at the summit, but I wasn't. So I'm here now. It was up, up, and up, and up some more. It's a wrap. It's a hike. I did it. It's so good to be hiking. Road trip day. We are in Charlottesville, Virginia, and we're headed to see Thomas Jefferson's homestead. Now we have a tour in about 20 minutes, and so we'll see what we learned today about Thomas Jefferson and Monticello. This is the view from Thomas Jefferson's front yard. It's quite beautiful. So it took Thomas Jefferson 4 days to go from Monticello to the president's house. This is the view from his backyard, and it was just a garden and with flowers, and oh, there's his little short bed that he slept propped up in. Okay, Randy and I are standing outside Thomas Jefferson's home. Got some fun facts we're going to throw out at you. First one that I liked the most was that he owned 10,000 books.
Which he had to sell some of them because he needed some money. And he sold roughly half of them.
Over half, yeah.
Yeah, so he could raise some funds.
So when he died, which was in July 4th?
Yep, 1826.
And he had bankruptcy, and he was $2 million
in debt that he still owes today.
Yeah, still owes today. A few more fun facts.
One, Thomas Jefferson was the founder of the University of Virginia.
Which we didn't know.
And actually from his estate, you can see it.
Yes.
Through some trees.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. He also could read 7 languages. It didn't say he could speak them, but he could read 7 languages. And lastly,
he was Secretary of State for George Washington.
Fun facts.
Another one, he was a diplomat in Paris. Which kind of led to Sally Hemingway.
Hemings. Sally Hemings, which was a slave.
Which was a slave, which he would later father 4 children through her.
Yep, and the only way she would come back to the States with him is if he would sign something to agree to let her children be free at the age of 21. And he did do that. Well, we enjoyed Monticello. We learned a lot, and I'm really glad we came. We'd recommend it, wouldn't we?
Yes, 100%.
So Randy and I came to Leesburg, Virginia today. That gives you a little idea of what the street's like. We're on King Street, and we went and had coffee and a pastry at
Goose Cups.
Goose Cups, and it was good. And then we just went to a little bookstore and got a couple books. Anyway, it's a sweet little city. I'd highly recommend it. Every single night while we've been at Spacious Skies Campground, we have come back to this. And it has been wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And when this... Well, hell's bells. The crud has taken me over and we are heading home early. Randy got his bike ride in on the back of the Dragon, though. And we spent a couple nights in Bristol, enjoyed a good meal, and got to see the racetrack. But gotta go. Signing off. Happy trails, y'all.